Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate. It's nice to see that some of you are here in the chat already. Can you just let me know if the lighting and the sound volume is okay before we kind of get started? That would be really good. I'm wearing my Christmas jumper. Stand up a little bit there. Everything's merry and bright. Merry and bright. Oh, get myself settled in here. It's nice to see everybody. I see lots of familiar names again. That's lovely. Really good. Merry Cavemas. Hi, Daria. Right, okay, everything's good. Everything's awesome. Hi, everybody. Blanket highs, blanket hellos. Okay, so I'm going to make a bit of an admission here since it's actually before 6 o'clock. I am very, very nervous about this. My two nervous points are, number one, I'm not entirely comfortable with drinking alcohol in front of everyone on the internet. So I'm going to apologise in advance for anything slightly untoward that may come out my mouth later on if the donations go well. Secondly, my other concern is that we don't raise any money and no one donates. I'm going to explain everything before we get started, just so that everyone knows what we're going to do. But the main point of tonight is to try and raise some money for charity. And I thank you all very much just for being here. That's amazing. I love all this chat going on. Okay, it's officially 6 o'clock, so blanket hellos to everyone. Thank you very much for coming. I may say hello to a few people as they come in. For those of you that are watching this after the fact, thank you for coming and checking it out anyway. So first things first, the charity that we are raising money for is createarts.org.uk. They are a British-based company and they provide support via the creative arts. They have lots of different projects on the go. And they were actually the UK Charity of the Year for 2020. But one of the things that caught my eye and interested me in what they were doing is one of the projects that they have is they provide respite afternoons for young carers. So for children who are looking after terminally or chronically ill parents, and they take them away for an afternoon and they do pottery and painting and filmmaking, lots of different creative stuff. And I think that's a really, really, really worthwhile cause. So, there we go. We've not even started and we've got a super chat already. Goodness me. Thank you very much, Lorianne. That is an amazing start to what is going to hopefully be a very successful stream. Right, well, I suppose I better explain what's going on then, seeing as we've had a donation already. The idea tonight is that I have an envelope here. And in this envelope, Mama Jem has written 40 Scottish slang words. I have not seen any of these words. And what I'm going to do is take them out one at a time and I am going to explain them to you and maybe use them in a sentence for you so that you can all gain a little bit of a cultural knowledge. I am from the West Coast and there are variations in the different regions of Scotland, but I'll do my best to explain them as we go along. Now, where the drinking comes in on this, if I pull a word out of the envelope and I don't know what the word is, because there's a chance that that might happen, I am going to donate £5 of my own money towards the total to give to charity. In addition to that, I will also have an alcoholic beverage in front of me, and every time one of you guys donates in the chat via a super chat, I will have to take a sip of my drink. Not only that, but when I finish my drink, I will also donate £5 of my own money. So I will be putting my hand in my pocket, and the more money that you donate, the drunker I get, which means the more Scottish sounding I get as well. But also collectively it's going to snowball and we're going to have a huge chunk of change to add to our charity fund. Now, just to update you on that before we start, we have £120 already, which we have saved up over the course of the year. And that's just a little fraction of all the sales from the stash shop that I've been tucking away. And that's the figure that you've seen in the description under all of our videos. But in addition to that, we have over £35 as well from the sale of the recent artworks too. All of the, oh my goodness. I'm going to be absolutely wrecked by the end of this. Oh my goodness, Just Being Beth, thank you so much. That is amazing. I love all these little super stickers. They're so cool. Mia, $20 as well. Thank you so much. And Michelle, £10. Oh my word. Oh, this is crazy beans. Right, so we better get started. I wanted to pour my drink on screen so that there's no cheating. So I've got myself this is my Bonafide glass. Not sponsored, not affiliated. Y'all know I just like to drink Jack Daniels. That's just the way it is. So I'm just going to set myself up here. We'll start as we mean to go on. You guys are amazing. This is so much fun already, and I haven't even drank anything yet. Pour myself a little measure. Okay, that was... I'm not going to lie, this is quite a big measure. And my mixture of choice, I'm a bit weird this way, and I'd love to know if anybody else is the same. I like Pepsi Max in with my Jack Daniels. I don't like full sugar Coke, and I think Diet Coke is absolutely stinking. So Pepsi Max it is. That looks about right to me. Okay, so just to get us started, happy festive season, everyone, regardless of whether or not you celebrate Christmas, you're celebrating Cavemas, so bottoms up. And then I see a donation from Magical for £50. Oh my word, do you know what? Oh, good Lord. You'd be pleased to know that I've lined my stomach before we start this as well. I have had something to eat. This is amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Right, so let's get started with our first Scottish word. Ooh. Okay. The first word is wabbit. So... Wabbit in a sentence. Wabbit means to be really knackered or really tired. So you would say, oh, I'm fair wabbit, meaning, oh, I'm done. That's it. I've no idea the origins of this word at all. That's a really old-fashioned Scottish word, and it's not a word that my generation would necessarily use, but that's definitely one that like my mum would use and my gran used to use a lot as well. And it was always, the precursor was always fair, as in, you know, like, I'm pretty tired, I'm fair wabbit. Hi Christy, nice to see you. Colour Me Honest, hi, it's nice to see you. You can donate via Super Chat. There's a little button under the part where you type in your chat messages, and you can pick a denomination there. Lisa, $19.99 US. Thank you very, very much. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, these drinks are going to go quickly tonight. Yeah, cheers. Okay, one word down. Just before I jump on to the next word as well, if you can stick around to the end of the stream, I do have a very, very special artwork that we're going to auction off. And we're going to auction it off in real time here on the stream. It's actually a piece of art that I didn't want to part with, but I've decided that it's probably a worthwhile cause and just to kind of get over myself. So if you're excited about that, it's a piece of art that no one's ever seen before, and that's why it's kind of special to me. But we'll talk about that later on once we're through all these Scottish words. Okay, then. The next word is, I've actually talked about this in a video before. The next word is footered. Footered or footer. If you footer with something, you fiddle about with it. Like you can footer with your shoelaces, or if you're talking to, you know, if you've got a friend that's a fidget basically, and you're talking to them and they can't stop moving their hands and all that kind of stuff. That's if you footer. But you can also footer about as in like dilly-dally, or what's another word that I would use for that? If you're footering about, you like potter around. I know the Canadians use putter around, so you can footer around, that's the same thing. Sandy, thank you very much for your donation, $8.99, that is amazing. I'd just like to say as well that all of the proceeds, I think I've said this already, I'm so excited, all these donations, All of the donations that come up in the super chat go directly. I'm not splitting that between the cave and the charity the way I've done with the artworks that I sold in the stash shop. All of this money will go directly to the charity fund. YouTube do take a cut and the percentage is quite high. Obviously, I can't cover that off for any length of time, but what is left, all of it will be going to charity. Roseanne's asking what time we're running till tonight, basically till I fall over or we're through all the words. This is going to go fairly briskly though. The next word is skiver. If somebody's a skiver or they skive off, they are basically where they shouldn't be. People skive off work or they skive off school. If someone's a skiver, they... God, these are really difficult to explain. They're bunking off, basically. Yeah, you can call someone a skiver though as well, just for sort of shirking responsibility. You know, if they've been given something like a task to do and they're away doing something else while they're skiving. I prefer the word procrastination myself. Oh, thanks, Beth. You'll stick around if I do. I'll do my best. As long as I'm still upright, everything will be okay. Magic Al saying that our ex turned into a why used to call me that. I don't understand that Magic Al. You're going to have to explain yourself a little bit. Yeah, Sandy, just lazy. Somebody's a skiver, they're just lazy. Okay. Bricht. And okay, Bricht, that's basically just a lazy way of saying bright. I'm sure some of you will have heard the phrase a bra bricht, moonlicht, nicht, the nicht. I'm so glad I'm saying that while I'm still sober. Bricht just means bright. Again, that tends to be more of an East Coast thing than a West Coast thing. Most people where I come from wouldn't use bricht. I actually think though, I might be wrong with that. Might be Central Belt as well. That was my other question. Have we got any Scottish people in the chat just now? If you are Scottish, please like give me a wave or something in the chat. I would love to see if we've got any of the Scottish cohort. It's another good one. This rhymes with a word we've already had, and this word is crabbit. If you're crabbit, you're grumpy. The pure crabbit, you're fed up, and you're just like snappy and narky. That's someone's crabbit. I get crabbit when I don't get everything done. You know, it makes me slightly irritable, and I have a tendency to sort of not snap at people, but I can be quite short with people if things aren't going my way. I think crabbit's a very descriptive word though. I like it. My mum was talking to her on the phone last night, and she was pure crabbit. Thea loves the sound. Yeah, you do. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's quite a few languages that use the sound. Germans use it as well. Oh, Green Hat's saying her mum was born in Airdrie. But you're from Devon. Yeah, Devon's better than Airdrie. Oh, goodness. Oh, this one, I'm pretty sure that Mama James put this one in because it describes me perfectly. Blether. You can blether. To blether is to chat nonsense or, very sort of light-hearted surface chat, chit-chat. But you can also be a blether, and a blether is somebody that never shuts up. I'm the blether. I think that's a really good descriptive word as well. I quite like it. That's fairly good. Have a good wee blether. So nice. I really enjoyed all this chat as well. Cal, I always fiddle and mess with stuff. And you used to take, oh, okay, right, Sue Matt, Scottish by birth, born in Perth. and left when I was... Yeah, I think we've had this conversation, haven't we, Sue? You've told me about this, that you were born in Perth, because I told you that my best friend's from Perth. Perth's not far from here, actually. It's about maybe like a 45-minute drive on a good day, when there aren't trees all over the road as well. But I like Perth. I love how Sandy's doing a really good job here of summarising my like rambling into concise one-word alternatives. When I was talking about being a blether there, she says chatterbox. Same thing, yes. Yeah, I just described Scottish terms with other Scottish terms, sorry. That's going to get worse as this stream goes on, you do realise that. Lorraine, I'd be really interested to know if any of the Scottish words that you use as a Welsh Celt. I know that with the Irish, there's a lot, especially Northern Ireland. Obviously, being from the west coast of Scotland, we're not that far away from the north of Ireland, and we were joined up at one point. And I have a lot of Northern Irish friends, and they do use very, very similar words to us that are slang words, and I find that really interesting too. Oh, we've got another donation, Daria, $19.99. Thank you so much, Daria. This is going to a really, really, really good cause. The two girls that are moderating, which is Thea and Green Hat, they will be posting up periodically the links to the charity website. So if you want to go and look and find out a little bit about them before you donate, please feel free to do that. I can guarantee it's absolutely worth it. Cheers, Daria. Bottoms up. Oh, I do love a bit of Jack Daniels. Mrs. CB, oh, the $19.99 seems to be quite a popular amount. Oh, boy. It's just as well I like alcohol, isn't it? Let's have another word. Helps if I take my fingers out the way of it. 30. Oh, right, okay. I'll put it into a sentence. You big 30, yeah? If somebody's a 30, they're a scaredy cat. I refer to Jock, which is my oldest collie. He's a big 30. He's scared of his own shadow. And 30 comes from feart, which is to be scared. That's a really good one. I've forgotten that word even existed. Yeah, Beth, Jack Daniels should have sponsored me today. I'd just like to tell a little story about that. I received a parcel from one of the cavers recently, and she sent me over some things in a box, which was absolutely lovely. And she wrote me a little letter, and she told me that her two nephews work at the Jack Daniels distillery, and she sent me a massive big Jack Daniels sticker this size. I was like, oh my God, don't tell me that. That's amazing. So one of these days, that's something I'd really like to do, is to go over to Tennessee and visit the distillery, because I feel like that's my pilgrimage. But yeah, I should have shares in the place or something by now. Oh dear. Oh no, Green Hat, there's nowhere near drunk giggles yet. I'm pretty good. I've got a pretty good constitution for Jack Daniels. We've been having a love affair for many, many years, Jack and I. Oh, Lorraine made herself ill with Jack Daniels. Oh no. Oh no. That's my worst nightmare. I couldn't have that. Okay, this is a word as well, right? Okay, I'm not going to tell you what this one is. I want to know if you guys remember me, because I've used this quite a few times. The word is peely-wally. Can anybody in the chat tell me what peely-wally is? Let's see if you actually listen when you're watching my videos, huh? Huh? Oh, Black Rose stores smelly candles in her Jack Daniels tin. Good a thing as any to store in a Jack Daniels tin, why not? Yeah, Lorraine, Jack Daniels Fire's what I drink at Christmas. I've actually got a bottle through in my drinks cabinet. I wasn't going to be using that for this stream though, because I would be on my backside very, very quickly. I need to try and survive this. 10 cave points to Cheryl Green, well done. Peely Wally does indeed mean washed out. And I use that quite a lot when I'm talking about the paler colours or a very light layer of colour. It's a bit peely wally. It's not vibrant enough. Well done, Cheryl. I'm impressed. Thea says, yeah, she's heard me say that before, but she's got a terrible memory. Okay, let's see what else we've got in here. Whoop. Scalp. Scalp's something you used to do to a small child when they've been naughty. I'm going to give you a scalp. You can also talk about your face usually being scalp it. If your face is scalp it, it's very red. You know, as if someone's gone like that to you. But generally to scalp something, and you say it's a term that you would usually use if you were talking about, you know, like spanking someone, or if you don't behave yourself, I'm going to give you a scalp. I watch your videos so much that I even call bright colours offensive. Not all bright colours are offensive though. There's just some shades of it. It's usually oranges and yellows, isn't it? And they're just awful. Oh dear. Oh, thanks, Green Hat. We've got a £4 donation. And I think this might mark the end of a drink. Oh dear. Empty. So that is £5 of my own money, not cave money, out of Gem's penny purse. That is going to go into the fund as well. Obviously, I'm not going to put it through the super chat because then I'll get... YouTube will take money off me for it. So I will put £5 in. I'm very transparent with things like this, but I will put £5 in. Could I ask one of our moderators just to keep a tab in case I end up really drunk and I can't remember how much money I have to put in, please? Thanks, girls. Jan, drunk in charge of a YouTube feed. I don't know if that's a thing, but I tell you what, we'll not have any problems with that around here. We can't get to the police to come out when we want them. We're too far out and there's still too many trees in the way. Right, here we go. I'm just going to top myself up, boys and girls. Oh, thanks, Johnny. I'm not that drunk. I've only had one drink. If I look like this now, wait to see what I look like in an hour. Everyone's been very generous, that's the problem. Oh boy. Oh dear. Okay, thanks, Thea. I'll get myself topped up here. Yeah, so just a quick recap on how this is working. We're taking super chat donations. Every time someone donates in the chat, I take a sip of my drink. Once I have finished my drink, I donate £5 of my own money to our chosen charity, which Thea has posted the link for in the chat. I also have my envelope of Scottish words that Mama Gem put together, so I'm pulling these out the envelope blind, and if I come across one I don't know, I'm also going to donate £5 of my own money to charity. And here comes Christy, right on cue. $20. Christy, thank you very much. Cheers, Merry Cavemas. And we're off again. Okay, Thompson Squared actually asked quite an interesting question. Where do we donate so YouTube doesn't take any? We'd like to donate to the Cave and charity. That's really nice. The reason that I wanted to do it through here is so that there's transparency, oh dear, and people can see the money coming in. If you would like, I'm not even drunk and I can't speak. This is just like filming a YouTube video, isn't it, guys? If you want to make a private donation, you can drop me an email. I know that you in particular have my email address. That's very generous of you and very kind. If you want to drop me an email later on, I will pick it up and we can discuss it then. So thank you very much. Jan's a police volunteer for North Yorkshire. Oh, wow, that's exciting. Yeah, do you want to come up here and work? Because we hardly ever, we don't even know what a police officer looks like up here. Ah, goodness me. Roseanne would like to see all the stats afterwards. Words, donations, empty glasses, tipsy. I could do something like that, couldn't I? Okay, but anyway, let's move on to the next word. The next, the next word's an interesting one as well. A stramash. If someone causes a stramash, they cause a great big fuss. You know, it's a whole load of hassle, a big bit of drama. Usually people have a bit of stramash if there's something scandalous happened in the village, you know, a wee bit kind of gossipy, and then it turns into a stramash. Elise, you should have a hookup with Sarah Burns. Daria, this is going to be blooper filled. You know it. You know it. Also as well, Daria, I have got the envelope that you sent me. I haven't opened it yet, but I did pick it up, so thank you in advance. I know it's going to make me laugh though, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll save that for a day when I'm feeling a bit stressed out. Jan's saying as well, I come to the Great Yorkshire Show. I have been to the Great Yorkshire Show. There you go. It's one of Mr. Jem's favourite agricultural shows from his youth, because it makes him feel youthful. We haven't been for a long time, but yeah, it's a good show. Obviously, the Highland Show is the one that we go to because it's closest to us and it's a big show as well. But yeah, the Yorkshire Show's really, really good. Let's move on. I can't get this one out of the envelope. Skelf, not to be confused with scalp. A skelf is something completely different, and a skelf is a splinter. You know, like a little sliver of wood that you would get in your finger sometimes. That's a skelf. I don't know if there's any other. Do any of you guys use another word rather than a splinter? I'd be quite interested to know if anybody's got an alternative. That is a very, very Scottish word. And that was one of the first words that I taught Mr. Jem, because Mr. Jem's English. And I said, oh, I've got a skelf. And he just kind of looked at me and went, what? You've got a what? And I was like, a skelf. And funnily enough, it's one of the words that's stuck with him, and he now uses the word skelf as well. He's been in Scotland many, many years, so he has picked up, you know, some of my isms. I've also picked up some of his isms as well, though, and I find myself often talking about making a brew, which is a cup of tea, and that is not something I would ever say, but I always ask people, now, do you want a brew? And it's just something from Mr. Jem that's rubbed off on me. Terry Lynn, $5 US, thank you very much. Cheers. Merry Cavemas to you. Thank you so much for your generosity. Oh, wow. Jack Daniels. Oh. Oh, Jill says a sliver. Okay, I use this one all the time as well. And this one is scunnered. I think I've used this in videos as well. If someone is scunnered, they're fed up. They've had enough. They're just kind of like down in the dumps. Scunnered. I was pure scunnered. That's quite interesting as well, because there's a lot of these words where the precursor, or a good precursor, if you were speaking in sort of broad Scots, would be the word pure. Pure just means very. I'm pure knackered. I'm pure scunnered. That kind of thing. Cheryl, are you playing along with me? A dock for a splinter. I've heard that as well. I've heard that before. Oh, you guys are the best. Okay, this is an East Coast word, and the word is braw. If something's braw, it's really good. And you can also talk about somebody looks like a braw lassie is a good looking girl. Braw is used for lots of things. I think it's a lovely word, and it's not a word I use, but it's a word that I like, if you know what I mean. My best friend, because she stays like, well, let's say she's lived in Perth for a long time, and she uses the word braw. I think it's a really good word. I like it a lot, so it's just not one that I use. Oh my goodness, here we go. We've got another donation. Thank you very much, Thompson Squared. $13.99 Canadian. Oh. I can't even work that out and how much that is in Great British pounds just now. I don't know what the exchange rate is just now, which is really unusual for me because I usually keep my eye on things like that. Just strange. You're only drinking the weakest alcohol ever, WKD. Oh my goodness, I used to drink that a lot when I was a lot younger than I am now. I didn't even. Do you still get the Iron Brew flavoured ones of those? Because I know you get like the one you see all the time's the blue one, isn't it? But there used to be an orange one, and I'm sure it was Iron Brew flavoured, or it was supposed to be Iron Brew flavoured, and it didn't taste anything like Iron Brew. Anyway, I digress. I would just like to know, is everyone enjoying themselves or is this really boring? I'm just rattling away. I'm having a great time here because this is a wee surprise for me as well. But I'm under the impression that some of you might not be that excited about this as a stream. Oh, goodness me. I don't think this is actually a Scottish word. I'm almost. Hang on, I'm distracted here because someone's talking about. Christie's asking, so what do you call the thing you wear to support the ladies if bra? No, bra, not bra, bra. A bra is something that you wear to support your ladies. Bra is a good-looking lady. Oh, goodness me. Or somebody's seen some WKD orange in Morrison's. But is it orange or is it Iron Brew flavoured? Because I'm sure it was Iron Brew flavoured. Geeky Eva, €20. Woo! Thank you very much, Geeky Eva. That is so generous of you. That's amazing. Merry Cavemas to you, my dear. Bottoms up again. Oh. It's an entertaining education. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Oh, goodness me. Just being Beth is so right. She says the entertainment was just beginning. Okay, so this next word, I digress. This next word I don't think's a Scottish word. So the word is lugs. In the Scottish slang sense, lugs are your ears. You talk about your lugs. Leah Papagem is here. He will be here to discuss chocolate. He's actually having dinner just now. He ended up working quite late and he's just grabbing something to eat, and he will appear like a little apparition in the chat at some point. And he most likely will talk about chocolate. When I saw him earlier, he was eating little mini Toblerones, so that tells you all you need to know. Okay, yeah, so let's talk about this lugs. Lugs, obviously you can talk about a lug in a mechanical sense, but the Scottishness is lugs is your ears. The thing I find really funny is Mr. Jem, when he talks about ears, he uses the word listeners. He talks about his listeners, and I think that's hilarious. That's one of my favourite Mr. Jem isms. Also, as well, just when we're talking about ears, do you like my festive earrings? I've got a little Christmas tree in this ear, and I've got a little fat Santa beard in this ear. What's this ear? It helps me feel more festive. Oh, Roseanne's saying they use that in Manx for ears. Do you really? That's amazing. That's really cool. See, I love learning stuff like that. That's amazing. Yes. Oh, and Cal uses earlugs down. Okay, yes, see, I didn't think it was a Scottish word. Right, that's it. That's Mama Gem's going in the naughty step for that one. Oh, God. Oh, someone is entering the cave. I heard that. Naughty step. Yes, this one. They use it on the Isle of Man, and they also use it in Wales as well, so lugs isn't a Scottish word. It's a Gaelic word, almost. Let you off. Oh dear. And everyone, that was Mama Gem. The next word's a really good one. I don't actually have an absolute definition for this, but the next word is such a Scottish word. Tumshay. Yes, Andy, bra means nice or good looking. Men would usually say a bra lassie. But men can look bra as well. Right, okay, yeah, so back to Tumshi. I don't actually have a definition for that because I've only ever heard it used as a very sort of endearing but derogatory term. So you would you would, hi Mama Jim. You would call somebody a tumshi. I actually think I'm gonna have to put £5 in with that because I actually genuinely don't know what it means. I've just heard people calling other people a tumshi. So yeah, okay. Thea, can you add that to the the tally, please? A tumshi. If Mama Jem sticks her head back in, I'm going to ask her about that. It's just to put you all out your misery. The door's opening again. Mum. What? Oh, there you go, everyone. It's my Scottish lesson. But apparently a tumshi is a turnip. But I don't understand why we call people a tumshi then. A turnip head. It's amazing. I actually didn't know that. Mum, would you mind bringing me some more ice, please? Because everybody's donating lots of money. Everybody's also saying hi, Mama Jem.
Hi, everybody.
It's Mama Jem.
Just ice only.
Yeah, because I've got... Thank you. Great, I got table service here now. So, right, okay, there we go. I've learned something tonight as well. A tumshi's a turnip. Yeah, but Cal's saying, isn't it like calling someone a prat or an idiot? Yes, it is, but we quite often use it with small children. You say you're a wee tumshi you, because it's quite a cute word. But there we go, turnip head. Here you go. If you really want to insult someone and be really cut and call them a turnip head in Scottish. Oh dear. Oh, Susan's from Greenock. Hello, Susan. Oh, this is a great word as well. Oh, Mama Jem's the beans, by the way. She's the absolute beans. This word, drookit, is another really good Scottish word. If you're drookit, you're ringing, you're soaking. If you're drookit, you're absolutely soaked to the bone. But there we go, I've just chucked in another Scottish word. If you're drookit, you're ringing.
Ring, ding, dong, ringing.
Thanks, Mama Jem. The door closed. Yeah, drookit. That's a word I use quite a lot actually. That's a good word. I just find that I'm sure every language has its own dialects that have very sort of emotive and descriptive words, but I just feel there's a lot of Scottish words that are really descriptive and very concise, and that's what I like about them. I'm glad everyone's having fun and everyone thinks Mama Jem's cute. That's lovely. She's a good egg. She is. Okay. I knew this one would be in here because this is one of Mama Jem's favourite words. Kludgy. And when one needs to relieve oneself, one goes to the kludgy. That is, of course, the bathroom. Again, I just think that's a really descriptive word to describe a toilet. It's a kludgy. So good. So good. I'd forgotten about a lot of these words. Love a kludgy. It's not really a word you would use. I'm just trying. Kludgy is a word you would use if you were in familiar company. Like, see, if you were on a night out or like a dinner party or something, you wouldn't turn round to your partner in the company of others and say, I'm just going to the kludgy. You would say, we're going to the bathroom. But I suppose it's a bit like saying to someone, I'm going to the bog. And I know that's a UK thing. We talk about the toilet as the bog. We use that in Scotland as well. But the Scottish, like the Scottish slang equivalent would be say, I'm going to the kludgy. Cheryl's completely drunk now. I have to say, I'm kind of doing okay here. I've kind of levelled out a bit. I was a wee bit worried for a while there at the start. But I'm okay. Oh, dear. I haven't heard Trevor Noah's comedy bit about drinking in Scotland. Can you... Oh, God, I've had another donation. Good Lord, Magical, what are you doing to me? Beth, that is equal parts evil and lovely at the same time. But the problem with that is that when you donate in small increments like that, you've got to remember that YouTube are taking some of it as well. So, well, I suppose actually that wouldn't matter. Please don't do that because I don't want to end up in the hospital. Geeky Eva lives in Bavaria. German Scot, yes. Scottish is still cooler. I don't know about that. In Stoke-on-Trent, we call the toilet the shitter. Yes. That just reminds me, just while we're on toilet humour. Sorry, distracted again. I already drank, didn't I? Magical, thank you very much once again, my dear. You are very, very, very generous indeed, and I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Yeah, okay. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, talking about the toilet humour. Mama Jem did inform me earlier that one of my favourite Scottish words was not in the envelope, and that word is jobby. And a jobby is a poop. So in Scotland, and especially in our house, you don't go for a poop, you go for a jobby. So yeah, if anybody has ever seen any of Billy Connolly, who is a very famous Scottish comedian, and he wrote a sketch about this strange sort of alternate link up, and it's called the Jobby Weaker. If you ever get the chance, look it up on YouTube and watch it. Even if your understanding of Scottish slang is minimal, now that you've been here, it's really, really funny. And just to put you in the picture, if you wheech something, that might be a word that's in here. Maybe I'm preempting it. If you wheech something, you throw it wheech like that. So if I say to you a jobby wheecher, you get an idea of that mental image. It's really funny. Billy Connolly, if you want to learn some really good Glaswegian Scottish, watch Billy Connolly. Oh, Dragonelle Stafford, thank you so much. £8.99 Great British Pounds. Cheers to you. Much appreciated. You guys are so generous. This is the beans. This is the best way to spend a Tuesday night just before Christmas, drinking Jack Daniels and talking rubbish about jobbies and cludgies and things. Well, I guess if you need to announce it, jobby it is. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, this is so good. I'm having so much fun, you guys. Now that's I'm looking at this one like, I don't even know if that's how you spell that, Mama Jem, but okay. Bringe. Right, oh God, how do I even start with this? Excuse me. If you bringe at something, you... God, this is really difficult to explain. If someone bringes at something, they kind of like go into it head on and they don't I can't explain myself. Words, Jem, words. If someone's a bringer, the other expression that I would say is similar to someone that bringes is like a bull in a china shop. They like charge into things. Mama Jem's just opened the door again. I think she's trying to help me here. But yeah, like you talk about someone being a bull in a china shop, they just sort of like barge in and like, like haymaker their way into something. So you can bringe physically, but you can bringe figuratively as well. So if someone bringes into your conversation, they like just butt in. Again, that's not a word I use very often. Interestingly though as well, my deceased grandmother, who, as you all know, she passed away near the start of the year. She always referred to Mama Jem, which is her daughter, as a bringer because Mama Jem doesn't have a lot of patience for things, and if she can't get something to work, she's one of these people that just bangs it to see if it's going to help. So yeah, Mama Jem's been described as a bringer. Oh, God rest your soul, wee gran. Alex Waterville, £5. Thank you so much. Well done for 2021. Looking forward to seeing your 2022. Alex, so am I, because I've got no freaking idea what it looks like right now. Merry Cavemas, and thank you very much for your donation and your contribution. That's much, much appreciated. Oh, dear. Elephant in Porzellanladen. Was I nearly right, Black Rose? That's really difficult. I'm not reading German when I've been drinking. Let's not be silly. Lorraine Riles has just come up with an absolute peach in the chat. That is, oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've seen in ages. My boss used to say he had jobbies for me to do, and I would always think that was shite. So good. Oh, Lorraine. Oh, 10 cave points to you. That's really, really funny. Oh, jeez. You can see the calibre and level of conversation we're having here. We're so highbrow, aren't we? We'll set up talking about excrement. All right, on to the next word. Oh, God. I need to take a breath. Okay. The next word is curry. And this is actually a lovely word. To curry is to like cuddle in with someone or something. Like I'll curry in with my dogs, and it's just when basically you get cozy and you snuggle in with someone. That's it. No, you curry in. That's actually a really like most of the Scottish slang words are either offensive, derogatory, or talking about something slightly unsavoury. But that's actually a really nice Scottish word. Curry in. Come and have a curry in. Next charity stream will be German words with Jem. Oh my god. Yeah, that would actually be really good fun. I don't think we should do that with alcohol though. Make it happen, Thea. Oh, come on, guys. Oh. I love this next one as well. Oh, I'm going to have to adjust my hairdo. Please excuse me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear. To get the mop up out of the way. I'm starting to get quite warm now. It is warm in the cave, and you can tell by like, look how pink my ears are. I'm very, very, very hot. This jumper's quite warm as well. Oh, dear me. We'll have to get Jem more drunk just so she'll agree to it. Oh, that's a sneaky tactic. Oh, goodness me. Right, okay. This is absolutely hands down one of my favourite Scottish words. And again, a very descriptive Scottish word. And that word is boke. Boke means to, well, there's actually quite a few ways you can use it. But if you boke up, you vomit, you're sick. So you boke. That's where it comes from. But something can give you the boke. So if it's like a horrible smell, or if you're particularly, like squeamish about something, it gives you the boke. Boke. As a youngster, that was a very, very popular word. Just as basically a negative response to somebody or something. So say, you had a friend that said to you, there's a really nice looking person over there. What do you think to that? You could just say boke, and it was like, nah, no. I used to do that a lot. That was back when I was a youngster, a whippersnapper. She's letting her hair down. That's actually really funny. Mr. Jem said to me at one point, that this was a long time ago, before we were married. And he said to me, he can tell how drunk I am by how high my ponytail is. Because apparently the more drunk I get, the higher up my head my hair goes. And I don't know why that is. But anything that requires, getting down to serious business, I like to put my hair up anyway. There was a saying when I used to do a lot of running about pulling your ponytail tighter, and that's basically suck it up. And I think it maybe stems from that. But yeah, the drunker I get, the higher up my hair goes. So that'll be a good gauge for y'all as well. Oh, nah, it's 31 degrees. It's hard to watch with my jumper on. Well, outside here right now, it's... in fact, let's just check to see what temperature it is outside here right now. I'll just tell you if you give me a moment. It's not snowing. It is snowing. It doesn't look like it's snowing outside. We are -1 degree Celsius, so you have a full 30 degrees on us. Oh dear. Yeah, it's pretty cold here, guys. Pretty cold. That's a good one as well. Clipe. If someone is a clipe, they are a tattletale, a telltale, and you don't want to be a clipe. A snitch, that's another word for it. Beware Jem with a pineapple. Mr. Jem also calls it a pineapple. That is very scary. I hope you're not Mr. Jem masquerading as someone else. Yeah, Mr. Jem calls him a pineapple too. Yeah, so if you want to clipe on someone, you want to tell tales on them. I am not a clipe. Nobody likes a clipe. This is a sad one. Greeting. If someone's greeting, they're crying. Don't greet, don't cry. Sometimes, though, it's good to have a wee greet. And Mama Gem and I had this conversation a few nights ago. I was really, really, really stressed out. And I basically had a catastrophic weekend. I'm talking of like seismic proportions. I was very, very, very stressed out at the weekend. And I actually said to Mama Gem, this was before she'd arrived here at the cave. She was still down. I thought my microphone had gone off there. Just like my microphone battery is really, really low, and I do actually have an extra battery here ready to put in it in case it conks out, and I thought that was it going, but it's still going. I saw the levels were kind of going funny there. Anyway, yeah, so I was talking to Mama Gem, and this was like after this horrendous weekend, and I said that at times like this I wish Gran was still here, because she was very, very good at making you feel better, but also being very level-headed as well. And I said to Mama Gem, I said, I just sat and had a wee greet. So it was just like a little, I wish my gran was here, but not, like floods of tears. Just a wee greet's like a little sniffle. So there we go. That's what happens if you're greeting, you're crying. I'm glad everybody else is in really cold, apart from Nye, obviously. Everyone else is in really, really cold places. It's not very warm outside. Apparently we've to get snow on Christmas Day. Normally the snow doesn't come in here until the middle of January, but we've had quite a bit of snow already. I tell you what, Mama Gem's done really well with it. I was expecting a lot of sweary words and like that kind of thing, but Mama Gem's done well here. This is a great word as well. Scooshy. All of you, I'm pretty sure, will have seen the cans of compressed cream that you get, and you or if you're that way inclined, that is called scooshy cream. If something's scooshy, you get scooshy hoses. You get lots of scooshy things. Or the other one that I use quite a lot is the cans of compressed air you get. That is a can of scooshy air. Scooshy's a great word. Oh, love that one. Peter Bonk, oh my goodness, $27.99 Canadian dollars. Thank you very much, sir. That is much appreciated. That was good. I was getting thirsty. Thanks for that. Oh, goodness me. Jan's at it again. Let's get Jim rig-weltered. I take it that means steaming drunk. Oh, there's another Scottish word, steaming. We have probably, if I wanted to be realistic, we have at least 15 or 20 different phrases to describe being drunk. I'm pretty sure the Irish would be on par with us for that, and I think it's just because we spend so much time around alcohol. Yeah. Cheers, Jan. Thank you so much. Thea, can you add another £5 to the tally, please? It's nearly empty. I might as well. Time to top up. I've got my own little mini bar off to the side here. This is how optimistic I was about people donating. I've got that much Jack Daniels. If I turn it around, you can see there on the label. But I also brought like several cans. Just in case, you never know these things. And the ice is obviously starting to melt because it's warm in here, but apparently I have family members who are willing to top me up. I have a lot of people in my house right now as well. That's the other thing, which is really, really unusual. You guys know I'm usually by myself most of the time, and it's really nice. We have Mama and Papa Jem are here, obviously, and Papa Jem's here to work. He's helping out Mr. Jem, because Papa Jem's actually a trained mechanic, and he knows how to fix tractors and things. But we also have my brother-in-law as well, who I don't see very often, and it's really nice to have him here. So he's here working too just now. So I've got a very full house compared to normal, which is lovely. I'm really enjoying it. And it's amazing. They're all being really quiet. I did warn them, but I was like, shh. But they're all being really good. And the dogs are loving having all the people in the house as well. Right, okay, hang on a minute here. What's going on in this chat? Come on, people. Thea, 10 euros. This is from my mum. She says, hi. Hi, Mama Krish. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. Cheers. I love how the mummies are joining in. This is great. So, Ellen, I would love to sit in a corner with Jem and her family and see if I could keep up with the conversation. No, forget it. Again, it's the same as the Irish. If your ear isn't tuned in, we speak really quickly. Julia K Art Studio, 50 krona. We have watercolour royalty in the chat. Julia K, most of you will know who she is because I talk about her and her paint all the time. Julia hand makes watercolour paint in Sweden with Swedish honey, and her paints are like one of my favourite things ever, and she has graced us with her presence. Hi, Julia. Cheers, thank you very much. Chin chin. I have a funny feeling in half an hour I'm not going to feel as put together as I am right now. You didn't see that, it's fine. I just need to catch up with some chat here. Sheep who get stuck on their backs are rig-weltered, Mr. Jem, you know. Oh, okay, so sup up, lass. You use the word cowpit. If a sheep's cowpit, it's on its back. That's quite interesting. I must remember that, and I must remember to ask Mr. Jem. Rig welter. Right, okay. Oh, Beth loves Julia's vlogs. Yeah, if any of you, if you like dogs or paint or Swedish things, watch Julia's vlogs. They're amazing. Cal's brother-in-law is from North Carolina, and he says that her and her sister need subtitles when we get talking. Christy met Julia Kay's paint before she met me. That's amazing. I'm really glad to hear that, Christy. That's nice. Oh dear. Oh, here's another one. Bahuki. Your bahuki is your bottom, your derriere, your backside. It's a bahuki. Don't ask me why it's a bahuki, but that's what it is. Again, not a word we would probably use more around younger children in a sort of playful sense. Just you sit in your bahuki. You wouldn't really use that in adult conversation, maybe unless you're telling a joke, but again, something a phrase you would tend to use with smaller children because they think that's really funny. You know what kids are like kids between the ages of like 5 and 10, toilet humour, anything related to bums or toilets are funny, and bahuki's a funny word, let's face it. That's a good one as well. I feel as if this pile in this envelope's never ending. You should have kept this one to last. Know how I was just saying there that we have like a million words associated with being drunk? Bluttered. If you're bluttered, you're drunk, you're steaming. Bluttered is usually used in the extreme end of the scale. You know, that's when, like, if you're bluttered, you're so drunk that you don't remember anything from the night before. You know, like you wake up and you're still drunk. That's the kind of scale of drunkenness that bluttered applies to. If someone's bluttered, then they're I would say, like, you're kind of past the point of no return if you're bluttered. Elise has asked quite an interesting question here. Do you have any words that are a combination of Italian and Scottish? No, interestingly, I don't. We have a few Italian words that we use, and it's usually just me and Papa Jem, but we don't have anything that's combined. The one Italian word that we use all the time, and it confuses the hell out of everyone, is a baby's dummy, like a what do you call it in the States? A pacifier. We call it a chuppy. And a chuppy is short for chupetta, which is the Italian word for a baby's dummy. And chuppy is that's like, we never say dummy, we never say pacifier, it's just a chuppy and that's it. And that word's always been used. And again, I think it's a really good word because chuppy's got that kind of sound, you know, chuppy. I really like it. That's one of my favourite Italian words, the chuppy. Venetia, $25. Venetia Davidson, you are a naughty, naughty lady. Cheers and thank you so much. I'm actually really overwhelmed, guys. The chat revenue just now, I'm just going to pull it up in front of me. If you bear with me one moment. The chat revenue is sitting at £275.50. That is absolutely outrageous. Thank you so much. This is the beans. Cheers. Hi, Heather Lewis. Good afternoon to you. I've missed someone. Tracy Scott Fordham, £4.49. Tracy, that's really generous of you. Thank you very much. Merry Cavemas to you, my dear. Thea, how much am I paying out just now? Is it like £15 or £20? Am I there already? Roseanne says both of mine are at that age bracket, going to pass the word on to she in the playground. Good old toilet humour. Cheryl is now bluttered. Oh, Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl. Hi, Amethyst Rock. Nice to see you. Oh, dear. Julia, thanks for stopping in and thanks so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. I'll catch up with you later on in the week, you know. Oh, dear. It's chupeta in Portuguese as well. Yeah, I think it's very similar in Spanish too now. Very similar words, a chupeta. Oh, I'm at £15. Okay, that's £5 less than I thought. Let's make it 20. Why not? Oh, goodness me. Yeah, everyone, this is superb. This is like far beyond what I expected. Let's grab another word, shall we? I'm quite impressed, actually. We're only at an hour. I was going to try and keep the stream to around 2 hours, but it's kind of one of those ones tonight, and you know, how long's a piece of string? But I think we'll maybe be able to keep it to... Oh, goodness me. We'll probably be able to keep it around the 2 hour mark, again, depending on how the auction goes. Again, I'll just mention that because a few people have come in. Once we're finished with the Scottish words, I have an artwork that has not been seen. It's not been on the channel. And it's actually an artwork that I didn't want to part with, but I think this is for a really good cause. I've got a little bit of emotional attachment to it, but I'm prepared to auction it off if someone is willing to pay a reasonable amount of money for it. So we're going to do that after we've done the Scottish words towards the end of the stream. This next word's really good as well. Mr. Jem knows this word as well. And that word is lum. If anyone plays computer games and they've played Rayman, this will be a familiar word, but it's not the same thing at all. A lum is a chimney. And the phrase that we use in Scotland is lang may your lum reek. So that means long may your chimney keep puffing out smoke, as in, you know, have a long and healthy life. Lang may your lum reek. So a lum is a chimney. Oh, Amethyst Rock, please. Yeah, that I should have said that earlier as well. I don't want anyone to feel pressured to have to donate. Please only donate if you're comfortable and you're able to. The fact that people are here in the stream is more than enough, and also people will be watching this video after the fact as well, and it will be monetized. So please don't feel that you have to, and don't ever put yourself in a position just because you want to make a donation. On the flip side of that, donation amounts can be as low as £1. £1, not a lot of pennies. Most people spend more than that on a coffee, maybe double or treble that on a coffee. But I do not expect anyone to put themselves in a position just to make a donation. So yeah, I should really have said that at the start. I'm a terrible streamer. But thank you for coming, Amethyst. That's all I need. The fact that you're here and you're participating and you're chatting away is absolutely perfect. So thank you. Venetia, the Jack Daniels will hold out. If things get absolutely drastic, there is the bottle of fire through in the drinks cabinet. I can always go get that. It'll be fine. Whew. Yeah, talking about thumbs up, I watched a live stream not that long ago. I watch a lot of gaming live streams while I'm doing other things because it's something I can kind of half watch in the back. Yeah. Mama Jem's just waggled the fire in front of me. My mum's hilarious tonight. Yeah, okay, so this is the backup, and you can see there's a fair amount of juice in that as well, so we'll be good. We'll be good. Oh my goodness. Oh God, this is turning into all sorts of circus, this, isn't it? Yeah, what was I talking about there? I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, gaming streams. And I can't remember what it was I was watching, but they were talking with everyone in chat, and they talked about a like spike. And they said, like, can we get a like spike because something's happened in the stream? And everyone, like, started doing thumbs up. I thought that was really cool. So maybe we can get a like spike on the go. You'll have to excuse me a moment. Oh, no, there we go. Thea's got it. Thank you, Thea. Oh, my moderators are good, aren't they? Yeah, please don't spam the chat. We're all here to have a good time and raise some money for charity, and this is not what we want. God, my moderators are good. Okay, let's go for another word. Thea, can you do what I would like you to do, please? You know what I mean. Oh, this is a good one as well. This, to someone that's a non-native, this can be mispronounced, misconstrued. It is pronounced loup. And if you loup something, you jump over it. As in, you would loup a fence. Interestingly, I actually used this word the other day. I was just talking about having a catastrophic weekend. We had lots and lots and lots of cows loose everywhere. And one of the things I had to do is there's a little stream, as in a water stream, not as in a live stream. There's a little stream that splits up the fields, which we call a burn. Another good Scottish word. And I had to get over the burn. And the only thing to do was loup over it. So there you go. That's another good one. I'd just like to point out that what's going on in the chat here. That's our first time out. This is a safe place for us to be. I want everyone to feel happy and safe in here. Thea and Green Hat are amazing at being mods. Which just reminds me, where's Papa Jem? I think he's skiving. See what I did there? But yeah, thank you very much to both of you for being mods. Can we just get a little round of applause in the chat for the moderators tonight, please? They've given up their time and my rambly emails that they've put up with to help me out, which is absolutely lovely. So yes, please show a little bit of appreciation for our mods. But yeah, that's the first time I've had to time out anyone. I should get a little badge for that, shouldn't I? Does that make me a proper streamer? Oh, Papa Gem's around. You know you've made it when you attract spammers. Yeah. Badge of honour, Roseanne, badge of honour. Michelle Oldfield, you naughty, naughty creature. Cheers. Merry Cavemas once again. Oh dear. Hi Marigold. Thanks for coming. Oh, Magical, a £2 donation. Roll on the floor laughing my ass off, mental images of cows posting vlogs. Oh yeah, Beth, big claps for the mods, that's lovely, thank you. Oh, goodness me. Johnny says clap, clap. Oh. Yeah, Green Hat saying, if you guys see anything you don't like, please let us know. I at least am learning at this, so let us know if we miss anything. Yep, that goes for everyone. If there's something going on in the chat, especially, if it gets a little bit busier in future streams, if you're feeling uncomfortable with anything that's going on in the chat, just let one of the moderators know. The moderators have a little blue spanner next to their name, so they're easy to pick out, and they will deal with things accordingly. Marigold, thank you very much. £4. Whew. Cheers. I would just like to say I don't actually feel drunk yet. I feel animated, but I don't feel drunk. But I think my eyes are starting to get a little bit red. Oh, goodness me. Okay, let's pick out another word. I finally feel that the envelope is not as fat anymore, so I think we're getting through them now. Right, guys, the chat revenue's at £291.55. Let's see if we can make it to £300. That would be amazing. That would be so, so cool. Okay, this definitely isn't spelt right. I don't know what the correct spelling is, but this isn't it. This word is mocket. If something is mocket, it is absolutely filthy dirty. When I go through the field with the dog, I usually come back at this time of year and my boots are mocket. Very, very, very dirty. You don't use mocket lightly. If you're mocket, you're goddamn filthy. Again, quite a good word. Alyssa says, way too early for me to join in with the drinky drinks. Alyssa, what time is it where you are? And yes, thank you for noticing that glass is nearly empty. It's your fault, it's not my fault. Yeah, Cheryl, if we could get you a refill. It's a shame you don't have a Papa Gem nearby, because they're like Mama and Papa Gem are just sticking things through the door. Because that's the thing in here, where this desk is, there's a door behind me, that side, which goes through to Mr. Gem's office, but the door to the rest of our house is right there, and I can literally reach over, and if someone reaches in the door, so it's really good because they can just pass me stuff through the door. I wonder if I shouted for chocolate or chips, they could bring me some of that.
Chips, no. Chocolate, yes.
I absolutely frightened my life there. You're like an apparition. Can I have some crisps?
Any particular?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
This is amazing. I've got like a butler service. Oh, lordy. Oh, right, okay, what have I missed here? Oh. Marigold, I figured my cup of tea was appropriate being a Yorkshire gal. We have Yorkshire tea bags in our house and we will not have anything else, Marigold, because we like a proper brew in this house. Oh dear. Cheryl's paint palette is mocket. Oh, Cal, for goodness sake. I'm not supposed to say that. Cal, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. A £10 donation, that definitely deserves finishing my drink, doesn't it? £10 definitely worth that. A little sliver of Jack Daniels like that, isn't it? On the plus side, Mama Gem's bringing me crisps to soak up the alcohol. I can hear rustling outside the door.
Somebody ate all the crisps. We've only got chips left.
That's fine.
Salt and vinegar?
Yeah.
Okay, I can open them for you to stop the crinkling.
It's fine. I'm sure the guys don't mind the crinkling. Thanks, Mama. Okay, sustenance. Walker's French fries, salt and vinegar flavour. These are the absolute beans. The problem that I have now is, as last time, and with this is without a word of a lie, for those of you that were in the last live stream, I told you at the start that I developed a cold sore. I have actually got another one, and it's just coming up. It's purely stress related, so there you go, you can make the affiliation. Vinegar and cold sores don't go well, so we're going to have a little munch on this side. Aren't my parents just the best? Okay. I'll go back to finishing my drink, that's what I was doing. Oh, Alyssa, 5 a.m. Okay, absolutely not. Please don't do that. Even a hardened Scottish drinker such as myself, 5 o'clock in the morning is a bit early for that kind of thing, isn't it? Roseanne says she needs to wait for kids to be in bed before drinkies, not that she's clock watching. And Alyssa, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, she's in Australia. Oh, good grief. Chips, no chocolate, yes. Oh, Venetia says she has to say this is the most fun she's ever had during a live stream. I'm really glad. I am really, really glad about that. That makes me really happy. Jan lives near Harrogate where the tea is made, in inverted commas. I love Harrogate, Jan. For work, I have to travel to Harrogate sometimes, and it's a very pleasant place to be. There's a really, really good Thai restaurant in Harrogate, and it sits on a corner. I can't remember the name of it, but I absolutely love the food in there. Just brought out the Baileys, yay! Yeah, hands up in the chat if you're partaking in the drinking. Also, you're joining me. Green Hat says, did Mama Gem open the bag for you, or was it a half-eaten bag? No, she opened it, so I didn't have to crinkle it next to this.
Excuse me.
So that I didn't have to crinkle it near the microphone. Oh. Mia says it's so nice that your family seems to enjoy this as much as you do. So wholesome. Well, it's one of these things, it's because it's this time of year, it's the only time that I've usually got both my parents together. And everyone's not under pressure because my parents are both self-employed as well. They both still work. And when you're self-employed, for those of you that are self-employed, you know that it never stops because there's always something to do and you're motivated by yourself. You know, you don't clock off at any point. And everything's just a bit more relaxed. And this is why Christmas is one of my favourite times of the year. It's nothing to do with presents and all that. It's just because I've got that atmosphere to spend with my parents. And I'm very close with my parents and I'm very lucky because they're awesome. I think they deserve an extra badge of awesomeness for this tonight, though. If you're drinking tea, that counts, Thea. Absolutely. Okay, that took me a long time to get through that. It's just time for a quick top up, guys. My own little bar on the go here. Claps for Mama and Papa Gem. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Mrs. CB, no drinking for me. 2 sips of anything and I'd be asleep. I've always said if I'm going to splurge on calories, it's going to be chocolate. That's actually really, really interesting. Many, many years ago, and you can tell that I've not been for a long time, I went to Weight Watchers for a long time. I was pretty big as a person in my early 20s, and I went to Weight Watchers. And when they had, for anyone that's not familiar with it, the way that they calculate the nutritional values of foods is by points. So when someone used to say, oh, I like this, it's only so many points, in my head I was working out how many Jack Daniels that was. So, yeah. That kind of tells you all you need to know, doesn't it? Ah. Oh, Magic Owl's drinking Pepsi Max too. Yeah, so am I. Just so happens there's something else in it. That's fine. Alyssa in Australia, 10 a.m. is an acceptable time to start drinking. Yeah, Alyssa, at 10 in the morning, you guys will drink beer at 10 in the morning, won't you? Right, next Scottish word is dunt. Also a very descriptive word. And what you do is you just gie something a dunt. You just... dunt can be used in a couple of contexts. The most common is if you give something a dunt, like you give it a bash or a bump. You can give a car a dunt. If anybody has ever jump-started a car, you can give your car a dunt. And also, giving someone a dunt can be referred to in monetary terms as well. We've got a few words that we use for that, but if somebody asks you for a dunt, or a bung's the other one, gie's a bung, gie's a dunt, it means they're looking for, you know, some money to do whatever it is they're going to do. Also as well, if you are a partaker of substances that may alter your mental state, whether it's alcohol or otherwise, when you've had just maybe 1 or 2 Jack Daniels, it gives you a wee bit of a dunt. And that's probably the most common context that I would use it in. I'm not painting myself in a very good light, you know. If someone dunts your car, not in the jump starting sense, but if someone bumps into, you know, like if you have like a fender bender kind of thing, someone's dunted your car. Counting Jack Daniels instead of Weight Watcher, and I'm not joking, like I am actually not kidding you. Jack Daniels was my currency at Weight Watchers because I saved up everything just so that I could drink Jack Daniels on a Saturday night. And it was the same when I was running as well. It's like, see if I did a 10-mile run, I'm like, that's 8.5 Jack Daniels, and I still know that. That's really bad, isn't it? Oh dear. Yeah, Alyssa says, yeah, so yeah, in Australia, they drink beer at lunchtime. Everyone that lives in Australia, it's perfectly acceptable, especially stubbies, drink beer because it's very, very hot. The next Scottish word we have, stoter. That is an absolute stoter. Again, can be used in 2 contexts. A stoter can be something really good, really positive, but someone can also be a stoter, and if someone's a stoter, they're either really ugly or they're very, very stupid. So kind of like you have to kind of gauge that one depending on what company you're in. If someone says stoter and the context it's being used in, things that I would say that word. I'm trying to think of things that I would use that for. Recently, family and I went for a meal, and it's I say our local pub. There's no such thing as local to us because we live in the ass end of nowhere. But the nearest place to us where we go to partake in a beverage or perhaps some sort of meal, one of the things on the menu is traditional fish and chips. And the pieces of fish are absolute stoters because they hang off the side of the plate. It's like having Moby Dick on your plate, you know? You like this. So that would be a piece of fish that's an absolute stoter. Our Christmas tree this year is also a stoter. It's probably the biggest one that Mr. James ever tried to shoehorn into our house. It was one of those ones where he's squeezing it through the door, and as it was coming through the door, it just went brrr, a stoter. Cal's trying to find a small bottle of the new honey. I don't like the honey Jack Daniels. Oh, too sweet. Sickly. I shall have to try Jack Daniels. I don't like whiskey either. I actually don't drink Scottish whiskey. I don't like it, Jan, and I'm being serious there. I can't stand the stuff. It smells awful. But I love Jack Daniels. It doesn't taste or smell like whiskey because it's not whiskey, it's a sour mash. I was trying to find another comment there. Sue Ellen says, what's the opposite of wee? The opposite of wee is muckle. M-U-C-K-L-E. Muckle is massive. Gigantic. There you go. Jamie C. Hi, Jem. You're drinking that Tennessee whiskey? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Of course I am. Would you expect anything less? Snookat, US $20. We are up over £300, guys. We're at £316.70. That is absolutely crazy, 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 crazy. Oh. Oh. You're making me a wee bit emotional here, people. Nothing to do with the Jack Daniels. Snookat, Merry Cavemas to you, and thank you very, very much. That is just, this is so cool. Do you think I should do these more often? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, here's one with a regional difference. And the regional, it's not even a regional difference, it's very local actually. The word is hacket. Some people pronounce it hake it, as as if there was an I in here. Hacket or hake it is someone who is very haggard or drawn. You'd often refer to, like an elderly witchy type Disney character. They would be hacket. Say really like sort of sunken cheeks, wrinkly, and or sometimes just really, really ugly. If somebody's hacket, they're really ugly. Someone's talking about livers. Yeah, please say a prayer for my liver this evening. It's not anything to do with the Jack Daniels, Rosanna. You've got to remember, I'm just this like person that started arting on YouTube by accident, and here we are sitting less than 4 years later. We've got a shop that runs. We've got videos going up. I've tried every medium under the sun, and I'm sitting here drinking alcohol, blethering to you lot, and you guys have just coughed up like 300 quid. That's astounding. I'm just this little Scottish person that lives on a farm in the middle of nowhere. That's like gratitude right here. You're hitting me right in the feels, guys. Janet's trying to make shortbread and watch at the same time. Keep your eyes on the shortbread. You know how quickly it burns, Janet. Okay, the next word is gallus. I was talking about the prefix pure earlier on. This is another prime example. And you usually don't use gallus on its own. If something's gallus, it's pure gallus. And if something is gallus, it can be good. But if someone is gallus, they're sort of I suppose the next nearest word would be like that they're unaware and they're slightly arrogant. If someone can walk down the street being pure gallus and they've got like a wee bit of a swagger on and they feel like they're a bit above everyone else. Please excuse me one moment. I have just realised that Mr. Jem or possibly Mama Jem are standing outside the door listening in to make sure that I'm giving good explanations for these words. You get yourself in that chat. Okay, this is really funny. Papa Jem and Mama Jem are sitting like two school kids at the bottom of the stair outside the cave. They're sitting like this. So funny. Okay, you're laughing now. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, that's really funny. Mama Jem's got the best laugh. See, when she starts to get really, really, that kind of giddy stage, she starts to go hee 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 hee, And she sticks her legs out straight in front of her with her feet like this. It's hilarious. I don't think she's at that stage yet, but it's really funny. They're actually like two little school kids sitting on a step out there. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness me. Oh, right, I need a breather here. Marigold is eagerly awaiting the next Artful unboxing. Well, just you get yourself even more eagerly excited because it's going to be a peach. You're going to love it, Marigold. I really wanted to, Thea, but I don't think they would be very happy about that, but it would be incredibly funny. Yeah, Elise, I've just given Papa Jem into trouble. I've told him to get his backside into the chat. I don't know why he's so shy tonight. He's supposed to be moderating, so he should be in here anyway. I hope you can hear me out there on the step. Get out. Oh, there he is. Oh, royalty has finally entered the chat. Hello, Papa Jem. Oh, dear. Oh, no, that's... the next word, I haven't heard this in years. Bouffing. If something's bouffing, it's stinking, it's smelly, it's horrible, it's disgusting. You can talk about smells being bouffing, but you can talk about something that you would eat or taste being bouffing as well. In fact, you could probably reference that because I have in the past called a jacket bouffing. My friend had bought a jacket and it was like, the only colour I can describe it as was baby sick green. And I said that, not to her face, obviously, that'd be really rude. But when I was talking about it afterwards, like that jacket was bouffing. Oh, good. This is such a good word. I haven't used that word for years either. Oh, dear. I'm enjoying all the love for Papa Jem here. Thea says the women in the house are all drunk, possibly. There's every possibility. I don't know if Mama Jem's had an alcoholic beverage or not. Oh, dear. Oh, that's funny. Laurie Ann's making shortbread as well. Laurie, the thing is, you might not be able to answer this. Is it a Scottish shortbread recipe or do Canadians have their own type of shortbread? Patty, I didn't know you were in the chat as well. Hi, Patty. Thanks for coming along. Okay, let's have another word. Just keeping a little eye on my microphone batteries here. The next word is cuddy. And a cuddy is... oh, wait a minute. A cuddy's a horse. Not a word that I use at all, but cuddies are, yeah, horses. I don't know why, but... Because to me, this doesn't make sense to me, this one, and it's probably a reason why I don't use it, because cuddy, obviously the root of the word is cud, and they talk about animals that chew their cud. Animals that chew their cud are ruminants, which is 4 stomach-chambered animals like cows. Horses are hindgut digesters. See, now you're getting a science and digestive lesson on animals as well. Horses are hindgut digesters. They don't technically chew their cud the way cows do. So this confuses me on a scientific level and I don't like it. Don't like that one. That's boo, boo. Don't like that one. Okay, just a quick reminder as well, we're getting to the end of these Scottish words now. I've only got a couple left. Once we're done with this, I have an exclusive artwork that I'm going to auction off. It's very sentimental to me, but I'm going to let go of it for the good of our live stream and for our charity, which is createarts.org.uk. If you want to go and check out the website, they do loads of great projects through the creative arts. It's not just art. They talk about filmmaking and acting and poetry and all these kind of things. And they did win an award in 2020 for the best UK charity. So completely and utterly worthwhile going and checking out the link, which our mods are kindly putting in the chat. if you want to go and see what they're all about and see where this money is going, which is now an awful lot of money, and I'm so excited about that. Okay, time's going on. I'm like, I'm gonna get through this. Thea has donated again. Good grief. Thank you for being you and doing what you do for us, Cavers. Oh, that's really nice. That's one thing I will say. I am unapologetically myself. Obviously, I'm a slightly more demure version of myself is probably a good word. I avoid my potty mouth when I'm filming videos and things because I want to keep things as family friendly as possible. But on the whole, the way that you are seeing me being just now, I say other than not swearing an awful lot, this is the way that I am in real life. I don't put on a show or a front or anything for this kind of thing. I think it's really important to just be who you are. And if people like that, then great. But you will never, you be in an endless cycle of despair if you try and be what everyone wants you to be. So there's a little life lesson for you, as well as a science lesson and a biology lesson and a Scottish lesson. Cheers, Thea. Thank you very much. Merry Cavemas once again. Yeah, you guys are going to have to go some to get me to finish this one. I think I'm up at £20 now, Thea, for my donation into what's going on. Because that would take us up over £350. A cuddy was a piggyback. No, we talk about a cokey back. A cokey back's a piggyback here. The next word is geggy, and again, not a word I would use at all. And the phrase that is used in is shut your geggy, shut your mouth. Your geggy can be your mouth or your face. So, yeah. Again, I've got a feeling though, Papa Jem grew up for a while on the east side of Scotland and then moved over to the west coast, which is when him and Mama Jem's little love affair started. And not far from where I grew up, we I don't want this to sound snobby. This is going to sound really snobby. It's not meant to. But the town that I am from, a lot of other people think that we talk very properly. And we find that a lot of other nationalities find our particular accent easy to understand. Where Papa Jem was literally like not even 10 miles along the road up the coast. And they have a very, very thick slang accent, like a really thick Scottish accent. And I think this word was maybe used more there. And it's probably why it's not a word that I use. But to be fair, Papa Jem doesn't have a thick slang accent. But my older brother has a very broad accent. And I find it quite interesting. I haven't heard this one for ages either. Oh God, we've got more super chats. Sorry. Right, hang on. Back up. Deep breaths. Geeky Eva super chat. 10 euros. The drinking has slowed, hasn't it? Got to do something about that. Thank you so much, Geeky Eva. That is amazing. I've already said Merry Cavemas to you, but I'll say it again. I can't believe your generosity. This is just absolutely lovely. It really is. Sorry, that was a little slurp there. My bad. Oh, good me. Patty, oh, Patty's at it again as well. Right, Patty, thank you so much. $13.99 a Canadian. Since I've discovered my DNA has made me 58% Scottish, Northern, I have to donate. 58%, that's a lot. It's like well over half of you is Scottish, you poor creature. I feel sorry for you, Paddy. Cheers and thank you very much. Your generosity is absolutely outstanding this fine evening. Hello, Barbara Brady from New York. Just got home. New York City or New York State? When I think of New York, I automatically think of the city, but it's not just the city, is it? Sue Ellen, Mary Cavemas. Oh, good lord. Right, okay, I think I'm caught up now. Oh, good grief, Barbara. Barbara from New York, how dare you? Oh, she's New York City, okay. Thank you so much for your donation, Barbara. That is lovely. I hope you've had a good day at work, and I hope you're going to come and have a good time for what's left of the stream as well now. I shall continue to just sup away on this Jack Daniels and mumble incoherently. Everything will be fine. Oh, goodness me. We've got another super chat. I can't cope. Brigitte, £8.99 in Great British pounds. I'd just like to point out as well, our chat revenue is now sitting at £389.79. Do you think we can make it to £400? Do you think we can do that? See if we do. Yeah. Cheers, and Mary Cave, Miss Brigitte. Thank you so much. This is getting a bit silly now. Oh, okay, right. Let's talk about this next Scottish word. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's the Pepsi Max is giving me. Oh, the next word is pelters. Again, we're back to that prefix. I'm really sorry. Pure pelters. If you give someone pelters, you give them hell for something. If you give someone pelters, you can be giving them into trouble, but you can also be making fun of them as well. That can be used in both senses. Again, not one that I would really use. That's like a really Glaswegian term to give someone pelters, but you would say you gie them pelters, give them pelters, give them what for. So 2 ways to use that as well. Just as I'm going through this pile, I'm realising how many of these words are like dual purpose. It's actually quite good, but to be fair, most Scottish words, you can like manipulate them some way to make them into something derogatory. I've talked about this before, but Scots are really sarcastic and we're quite self-deprecating as well. You know, we're quite a negative race of people. We're not very good at taking compliments, and Scots have a reputation for being quite... The word we would use, here's another Scottish word for you, is dour. Quite sort of sullen-faced, not of a sunny disposition. You guys know what I'm like. I am not that way inclined at all. But we do have a reputation of being quite depressed a lot of the time. But yeah, so there you go. We're still getting more donations. Oh, people, what are you doing to me? Oh. Hi, Angela. Nice to see you too. I haven't seen you for a wee while. Thank you so much for joining us. So Matt, $17.99. Thank you so much, with lots of little emojis, and I'm loving them all. As well, the one with the little party and little starry eyes as well. I love it. Cal says at this stream we might have to start chanting chug chug chug. This is not a frat party. How dare you? Oh, Dragonell Stafford again, $8.99. Great British pounds. Thank you so pounds. Thank you so much. The generosity is getting ridiculous now. One more donation and this glass is away, which means another £5 from me, everyone. We're now at £416, guys. This is absolutely amazing. This is just... It's so good. Oh, the envelope's empty. We made it to the end. Yes. I made it to the end. I never thought that was going to end. Well, there you go. There's some absolutely excellent Scottish words. I'm still...
I can write some more.
Right, hang on then. Right, chat. Hive mind, do you want Mama Jem to write out some more Scottish words, or have you all had enough? Because she says she'll do it if you want more. Need to give them a wee minute. I'm just going to sit back and relax for a wee minute now. My job here is almost done. Elise is asking, would you consider doing a colour along live stream? Yeah, probably would. I think that's something we're going to look at next year, Elise. Obviously, still quite new to the live streaming thing, but yes, that's something I would consider doing. Just going to sit here with my french fries. Green hat. Just to finish that glass, okay. Okay. You guys are mean. Right, okay, I'm going to finish this. So, Thea, can you put me down for another £5, please? Mama Jem!
Hello?
More, please.
Oh my god.
People want more. Right, we're going to have to entertain ourselves for a few minutes.
Exactly.
I've already talked about Jobby.
Alright.
We don't need Jobby. Okay, so I tell you what. What I'll do is I'm going to introduce the art piece that I'm going to auction at the end, just to get you a little bit more excited. I think this is probably a good time to do it. So yeah, okay. Well, that'll give Mama Jem time to write some more, Scottish words. But yeah, the art piece that I've got up for auction tonight, I kind of like it, and I don't really know how to explain this. The piece that I have got is from the very first. Oh, Marigold's donated. Did I miss that? I did. Right, hang on, guys. I need to pour myself another drink. Good grief. Right, ice. I'm getting flustered now. Papa Jem, Mama Jem, anyone? I'm out of ice. I need ice. Right, guys, I'm going to take a really short intermission, okay? I need to go and sort a few things that I could actually do with a bathroom break as well. Can you chat amongst yourselves? And Marigold, I've not forgotten about your donation. Thank you so much. I'll have a bathroom break and I'll get some ice and stuff, and I'll be back in just a second. And we'll talk about the artwork and we'll grab some more Scottish words from Mama Jem. You guys are the best. Hi everyone, that's better. Sorry about that, but one had to go to the bathroom, had to go to the kludgy. Right, I'm just going to back up a little bit so that I've not missed any of the chat here. Oh yeah, I was pouring myself a drink. I just stuck my head in the kitchen there, and oh, here's Jock as well. No, hi this boy. You put your look, everyone can see you if you do that, and you're normally really shy. Yeah, I just stuck my head in the kitchen, and Mr. Jem, my brother-in-law, are like sitting at the kitchen table being really quiet on their phone. I was like, you don't have to do that, but no, it's okay. Apparently, it's fine. All right, Jock. Okay, let's get this drink on the go so that we can swig for Marigold's donation of £5. I have to say, guys, we've got through a fair chunk of this Jack Daniels already. It was about there when we started, so I've got woo as well. Everybody's come to see me; they must be missing me. Right, let's get this sorted and have a little rattle through the chat because I want to talk about this artwork as well before we start. And of course, we've got Pip now. There's no show without Pip. Is that one empty? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, right. Marigold, Merry Cavemas to you. Thank you very much for your £5. Bottoms up once again. Oh, that was a strong one. Oh dear, right, okay. Barbara went to Blick today for art supplies. She didn't need and told the guy it was her cigarette money. Love it. Absolutely love it. Love you, Jock. I know he's a sweetheart, isn't he? Oh, goodness me. Right, I'm caught up now. Yeah, hi puppies. Jock is very loving. When we got him, he had a little bit of like separation anxiety, and he's still quite attached. But he's again another good Scottish word for it. He's a big sook. He's like a suck up who likes to, oh, I love you. I'm getting a draft from this door. Okay, yes, so let's talk about this exclusive artwork. The artwork that is going up for auction is the very first scroller challenge that I ever did. My very first scroller box was the December box from 2017, and that was the one that had the Gansai Tambi Starry Colour paints in, and I was in love with them. Now, December of 2017 was, excuse me, literally when I started drawing. I had my dog put down on the 27th of December, and this artwork is dated the 2nd of January 2018. So this was before the cave was the cave. There was no cave when I did it, and it was right at the start of my art journey. And even now, as I look at it through 4 years of experience eyes, I look at it and think to myself, it's actually not that bad. But it's of huge significance to me because it started a massive chapter in my life and some of your lives as well. And the prompt for that box was mythical creatures, so that gives you an idea of where to start thinking about. I'm not going to show you it just yet, but it was my very first scroller challenge. It was never filmed as a video. It's never been shown on Instagram because all that stuff didn't exist for the cave, and that's what we've got up for auction. So I hope you can understand the sentimental attachment that I've got to it, because it signified a huge change in my life, which has obviously resulted in stuff like this happening. We're sitting here with £400 to donate to charity because of you guys. So yeah, I hope you'll stick around and maybe put in a little bid in the auction for that, because I would love for it to go to someone who feels the significance of it. Oh, Patty, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Patty's lost one of her border collies. I know how that feels. It's really difficult. Really difficult. Nice, says, oh, Jem, that's so special. Yeah, it really is. And do you know, it's funny, not a lot of people have seen that artwork. It's something I've kept. It must have been a fluke because there was lots of art after that was absolutely terrible. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but if you look at it in comparison to the stuff that you guys are used to seeing on the, the challenge videos, the unboxing videos, you wouldn't necessarily say, oh my goodness, that's the very first thing Jem ever did. So I kind of like it for that as well. Excuse me, crunching. I'm starting to get a bit peckish now. So we're just kicking back and waiting for Mama Jem with our other Scottish words now. After we've done this lot, we will start the auction because that's us coming up on 2 hours now, and I don't want the stream to run for too long. I realise that it's not late on, a Tuesday evening just before Christmas for all of you, and I appreciate that loads of you have stuck it out and are waiting for this, so we'll not stay too much longer. I'm having such a good time though. I'm not rip-roaringly drunk, which is which is good. I'm definitely on the squiffy side now, though. That's a guarantee. Black Rose, sadly I can't stay much longer. Got to go to bed, but I'm glad I was here today. See you next time. Thank you so much for coming, and thanks for hanging out and just generally being awesome. So I really appreciate that. Oh, there's Linda as well. Hi, Linda. I didn't see you sneak in either. Oh, Green Hat, I didn't know about your cat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so sad. It takes a while. You'll be looking round for her for a long time. Because you do automatically, don't you? That just takes time. I'm really sorry you've lost your little cat. Oh. Night, night, Black Rose. Sleep well. Look at me sneaking in little sips of my drink. I am actually quite thirsty. I should maybe have got some water or something. Didn't think that through at all, did I? I'll just sit here and nibble on my French fries. If you would like to see some really confusing Scottish, there's 2 comic strips that are produced in Scotland, and they use proper old-fashioned Scottish slang, and some of it sometimes I have to slow down to follow it. And one is called Our Wully, and that translates for most people as Our Boy William. And Our Wully wears a pair of black dungarees and he sits on an upside down bucket. And that's just what he does. And this comic strip's been running since, I don't know, probably like the 50s maybe. And the other one is the Browns, and Brown is the same word as brown, so it's a family called the Browns, and there's a million of them. And they get themselves, in both comics, they get themselves into all sorts of mishaps, but the language is old-fashioned broad Scots. So if you want an education on that, if you look those up on the internet, you will find something very entertaining. And if you're not from Scotland, I can guarantee that you won't understand half of it. But still. Oh, we've got another super chat. Who's trying to kill me now? My kidneys and my liver are not going to thank me for this in the morning. Venetia, again, your glass is really full still. Yes, it is. But I only poured this like 10 minutes ago. Oh, you're so generous. Thank you so much, Venetia. I have to say, Venetia, for the rest of you, she is a very generous person, full stop. Last Christmas, she left me in a state of disbelief as she sent me a really, really nice gift package, which was absolutely crazy. And I had to sit down and be quiet for a little while because it was very, very overwhelming. So, Venetia, thank you for your continued support and also for your generosity, because it's a lot and it's awesome. So, cheers and Merry Cavemas to you. Cal says it feels like we need some elevator music. Oh dear. Okay, I was going to say I'll sing you a little song, but I'll probably get a copyright strike, won't I? So, better not do that. It's fine. I'll just eat my French fries. Good. The chat revenue. Don't talk with your mouth full, Jem. That's really rude. Yvonne said, oh, hi, Yvonne. When did you sneak in? I didn't see you come in either. I know for a fact that Yvonne is Scottish. Yvonne says you could do a colour along in a Bruins or Oor Willie book. I actually could because they're all in black and white, aren't they? That is such a good idea. That's an amazing idea. Like that, I'm definitely doing that as a video next year. 10 cave points to Yvonne for making an awesome video suggestion. Oh, that's so good. Night remembers the Bob Ross Big Box of Joy last year. Yeah. I'll let you into a little secret as well. My easel in the sunroom is set up, ready to do another Bob Ross painting. Oh, Mama Jem's posted the Scottish isms under the door. Thanks, Mama Jem. Oh. Ah, dear. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, the easel's set up and I'm actually ready to do another Bob Ross painting, which I am planning to do on the little bit of time that I have off after Cavemas is finished and before we start back in the new year. So I'll probably post that on Instagram and I'll probably get paint everywhere like I did last time. Yvonne's just in from Mad Marquis. For anyone that's British, you'll know what that means. For everyone else, you won't have a clue. Marquis is a shortened name for one of the department stores in the UK, and it's called Marks and Spencer's, but it's referred to colloquially as Marquis. Or if you're from Glasgow, Marquis. Goodness me. Right. The next word that we've got is haver. I would have said that havering would have been better. If someone's havering, they're talking rubbish or they're lying. You're full of havers, you're full of nonsense. I really don't know the origin of that word at all. It's a word that I like though. I don't use it often enough. Maybe that's one I should think about using a little bit more often. A really, really good Scottish word. These are all stuck together, I don't know why. Okay. Again, not a word that I would use at all. I think this is a Glaswegian word, and the word is nyaff. N-Y-A-F. This sound nyaff. If someone's a wee nyaff, the word I would use is a wee squeef. I don't think that's a Scottish word, but another phrase that this is really, really derogatory. The phrase that Mr. Jem would use he would call someone a bin rat. A nyaff's, that's really hard to describe. Someone that's a wee nyaff, it's usually a small person or someone that's, oh God, this is not going to help me. Someone that's sleek it. Someone that's conniving or sly. It's a nyaff is a combination of so many things. It's not just like a specific characteristic of someone. It's like a combination of things that personifies said person. So yeah, conniving, sly, underhand, sometimes a bit unclean or small and skinny, just basically just a shady character. That's really difficult. Oh, that was a good one. That was a really good one. Yeah, I wouldn't refer to someone as a nyaff though. I would usually refer to someone as being sleek it or yeah, something like that. That is a very, very negative term without being considered politically incorrect in any way. That's quite a derogatory word. I don't think it was in times gone by in the sort of the olden days. Listen to me like I'm really young because I'm totally not. But yeah, you could maybe refer to someone offhand as a nyaff 20 years ago, like oh just they're a little bugger or something. But nowadays that's quite a derogatory word. The next word is absolutely amazing, and it's a word that we use in our house all the time. All the time, and that word is baffies. Your baffies are your slippers. It's such a ridiculous word, and I don't know why they're called baffies, but Your baffies is just, it's as simple as that. You go and put your baffies on. You know, if your feet are cold in the winter and you're plodding about the house, go and put your baffies on. Right, let's have a wee catch up with the chat. I'm really glad that Yvonne's here because Yvonne's sober and she can help me out with the Scotticisms a wee bit. Yvonne Davidson says, a naff, a wee annoying person, yeah, that, yeah, just, yeah. A sleazeball, yeah, that's the kind of connotations for naff that I think of. If someone's a wee naff, they're slimy. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Oh, we have been graced by MJ Pete. Hello, I know you said you were going to try and come and join us. Thank you so much. Just for a little update, our chat revenue is now at £443.24. We're doing really well. I've still got this much of a drink left. So if anybody wishes to continue to donate, maybe you're all holding off for the auction now that I've talked about it. But there is more alcohol there to be had. And we've still got some Scottish words left as well. I forgot to put Haver in the used pile there. Geeky Eva, thank you so much again for your contribution, and thanks for sticking around as long as you have. We don't want your cats rioting, that's not good. And the same for Debbie as well. Thanks for coming, Debbie, really appreciate it. Our next word is beelin. If someone is beelin, they're really, really angry. I was pure beelin. Absolutely outraged. That's what that word means. Okay, the next word we have... Oh, hang on. I'm getting myself confused here. The next word we have is laldy. Again, not a word used singularly, but to to gie it loudy is to give it big licks, to give it your all. Quite often if you're at a concert and you're seeing your favourite band and your favourite song comes on, you'll sing it and you'll gie it loudy. So you're singing at the top of your lungs or jumping up and down and dancing. Yeah, you're really going for it if you're giving it laldy. That's a good one as well. I don't use that very often these days either. I've just gone to pick up the next one and I've seen the one underneath. It's made me laugh so much. We'll get to that in just a second. Right, okay. The next one is chitter. If you're chittering, you're cold. It's very, very cold because you go and your teeth chatter together. So chitter, chatter. That's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. No issues there. Yeah, so for anybody that's struggling with this, Yvonne Davidson is translating in the chat. Thank you very much for your service and assistance, Yvonne. I'm very much appreciated. I've had a little bit too much to drink now, to be concise, which I'll openly admit. I'm not steaming and I'm not blutered, but I'm definitely not sober. Okay, so the next one, we talked earlier about the word jobby and how I was disappointed that Mama Jem didn't include the word jobby. But she's given us an alternative. And it says not jobby. And the word is pronounced keech. So there's that sound again. A keech is the same thing as a jobby. The other word we use is a tolly as well. A tolly is also a jobby or a poop. Keech's a good one though. I like that a lot. Oh, goodness me. Not that long ago, some of you know that I went away for a couple of days with my best friend, and weirdly, when we were driving back, we got into a conversation about how many words we could find to talk about excrement, and that descended into a lot of giggles to the point where I couldn't really see where I was going. It was me that was driving, and funnily enough, both Jobby and Keith came up in that conversation. Ridiculous. Oh, jeez. Yvonne's saying quiche not to be confused with quiche. Yvonne, I needed you in here about an hour ago. See, to be fair, I can't stand quiche, so those two are the same thing for me. Oh my word. I think I'm going to lose my marbles. Cake and quiche. Oh, I'm dying. Oh. Right, come on, Jim, put yourself together. Guys, Mama Jim's outside the door and she's killing herself laughing as well. I can't get out. Oh, just leave her. They're fine. They're all right, Mum. Oh, that was so funny. Oh. Yvonne did break me, Thea. She really did. It depends who made the quiche. Can you guys hear Mama Jim laughing outside? Oh no. I knew this would boil down to jobby jokes. I knew it. Oh God. Right. Come on now. I can't even. Right, okay, we've got one more word to go, and then look how somebody's. Leah's put up all the poop emojis. All the jobbies. Oh, you guys. Oh, this is too much. I'm really sorry. Oh. Right. Right, come on now. I know I always say in my videos that I'm not professional, but this is getting beyond a joke. Right, the final word that we have, and it is actually my favourite Scottish word, and it's my mum's favourite Scottish word as well. And the word is sugally, and you guys have heard me use that before if you've watched some of my other videos. If something's sugally, it's wobbly. And excuse me, my long deceased grandfather used to talk about people as old sugally legs, and we don't know why he did it, but often referred to as someone that walks with a stick that's maybe not steady on their feet. But a sugally, again, you know, get a sugally table leg, or you can give something a shugle as well. Very descriptive and an excellent word. Oh God, that was hard going. Right. Chat, can we have a round of applause for Mama Jem and her giggling outside the door? She clearly... She's still there. She doesn't want to be seen on camera, but she wants to let her know that her presence is around. And she has...
That's wonderful, honestly.
And she says clap, clap for all the donations. Oh, definitely a team effort tonight.
Well done.
Thanks, Mama. Oh dear. Yeah, so if we could have a little round of applause in the chat for Mama Jem, because she's without her I probably wouldn't have lost my mind about 4 seconds ago. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, deep. Knobbly bobbly, creative phenomenon art saying she loves it when I say wobbly bobbly, knobbly bobbly. Oh, look at all the round of applause for Mama Jem. Yay! Right, guys, I really want to wrap this up. We've been going for over 2 hours now. So it's time. It's time to auction the artwork. I'm kind of like, I don't really want to let it go. That's too much. So yeah, we've just discussed the artwork that's up for grabs. The full bidding amount will go towards the final total that's going to be paid out for our charity. The only thing that's going to come off that is any transaction fees. So if someone pays by PayPal, for example, that tiny amount will come off, and the rest of it, there's none of it's going to the cave, all of it's going straight to charity. So the artwork in question is a very sentimental piece to me. It was the very first scroller challenge that I did. My first scroller box was the December 2017 box, which was approximately 4 months before the cave came to fruition. So long before the cave was there. The thought was in my head at that point about doing something with art, but I wasn't quite there yet. And I got a scroller box just out of curiosity. And I decided that I was in love with the supplies, which was the Gansai Tambe Starry Colours watercolours, the big pans, the full pans. And the scroller challenge was mythical creatures. So this artwork has obviously been with me since the very beginning, the very, very beginning. And it was one of the first things I really made an effort to really try, because when you first start drawing it, you do it very tentatively, very gingerly, and you kind of scribble things here and there, but it takes a lot of ambition when you're absolutely brand spanking new to drawing to do a finished piece, let alone with a really limited set of supplies. So I think that's why I'm so attached to it. So, deep breath here. Here is the piece in question. It's not even A5, but it is done on watercolour paper. And you can see there is my, and it's my old signature. It's not even the way I sign things anymore. And the date on it is the 2nd of January 2018. So the December scroller box would have come to me around probably the 18th of December. And this is what I did with it. So it is metallic, it is shiny. But do you not think, and genuinely I'm asking, do you not think that that's not a bad effort, considering I'd been drawing for like less than a month at that point? I'm really, really proud of this artwork, and I'm kind of reluctant to let it go, but I am absolutely willing to let it go if someone is going to pay a reasonable amount of money to send to this charity, which is absolutely worth it. So I'm just going to let the chat catch up a little bit. Oh, January the 2nd is Barbara's birthday. Yeah, Patty, I do have a digital copy of this, which I will keep. I probably won't make it into prints, to be honest, but I just want to have a record of it. But I am absolutely willing to give this away. The only downside to this, it does have a pinhole in it up at the top here, and that's just because I had it pinned up on a notice board, not really understanding at the time how significant this piece would become. So the first thing I'm going to do, just to let you know, is I'm going to put slow mode on in the chat, and that is just so that people can't spam the chat with bids. So if I stick on slow mode, you're only going to be able to comment every 10 seconds. And that's just to stop people trying to override, just in case, because you never know. So I would like to start the bidding for this piece, bearing in mind that all of the proceeds from this are going to go to createart.org to help out youngsters, especially in the creative arts, and let them get a little bit of joy in their lives as well. I would like to start the bidding at £5. So if you would like to bid, please don't put it in as a super chat, because that amount of money will be deducted from you. Please just put it in the comments, the value that you're willing to pay for, just as a normal message. Do not do it as a super chat, because you will be deducted that money even if you don't win the piece. So if someone is going to offer me £5, I will start the bidding at that. There are various ways you can pay for this, and that does not include the shipping. The shipping will be an additional cost. It is a small piece of paper, it is flat and it is light. I regularly post these size of artworks to the likes of Australia and to America and Canada, and the most I've paid in postage is £5 to do this. So that's what you're looking at. So I shall sit here and wait patiently and see if we can get any bids for my first ever scroller challenge that I'm super proud of. And there we go. Patty M has started the bidding off. She's going to give me £5 for this little peach here. And he's so shiny. I'm not really sure. I look at it now, and obviously there was things I would do differently. Oh, Barbara Brady, £20. Oh, okay. Barbara was the first 20. Thea says 25. I can only take the first bid that comes in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sit here and continue to drink my my Jack Daniels while this is happening. Good grief, Ashley Thompson, £30. Okay, Canadian dollars. This is a problem because I can't convert. Oh, no, I need to get my converter up here. Oh, okay. Okay, Venetia. Guys, you're going to have to state which currency you're bidding in, please. I would like to stick to British pounds if possible. Otherwise, you're going to make things very complicated for me. Oh, Thea, 70. I'm assuming, Thea, you are in British pounds. I'm going to have to get my... Oh, goodness me. Oh, no. Where's my currency converter? Where are we at? Okay, Magic Owl's at £75. Good grief. Venetia, £85. Oh, this is going... Good grief. Magic Owl, £90. £90! But people, what, you're crazy. Okay, we're all... Okay, right, no, we're at... £90 is still more than 100 Canadian dollars. I'm frantically trying... Oh, Canadian dollars, there we go. This is going a lot better than I thought it would. Thea, can you just confirm that you're bidding in pounds, please, in British pounds? Oh, God. Oh, this is just crazy. Okay, Cal's just bid at £120. Okay, we're starting to slow down here. Are we done at £120 for the very first ever Scrawler Challenge by Gem? Oh no, Barbara Brady, £130. Good grief. I finally found British pounds. There we go. Oh dear. Yeah, so yeah, okay. Right, I'm sorted. It's good. Pete, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Don't you worry, my love. I appreciate you being here. That's what it's all about. Okay, Elisa, £160. Goodness me. Okay, £160. Do I have any advance on 160 Great British pounds? If not, I think it's absolutely astounding, and we could perhaps call it quits after that. Thank you, Leah, and thank you, Thea. Yep, £160. Do we have any advance on £160 for my first ever Scrawler Challenge? Lorianne, are you bidding in Canadian dollars or are you bidding in pounds? Because up until now, I know you've been bidding in dollars. Guys, this is absolutely crazy. Mods, just remember that slow mode is on, so you might have to wait a moment or two to get a response because there's a 10-second delay. This is mental. Like you lot are absolutely off your rockers. You're all crazy. You're all crazy. We're just waiting to confirm whether Laurie is bidding in Canadian dollars or whether she is bidding in Great British pounds, because that makes a huge difference as to what's going on. I think we might be calling it quits on one of these two bids though, because that's a crazy amount of money to pay for this. Oh, good grief. I'm actually sweating, guys. Like, oh dear. I might as well finish this and put in another £5. Oh, Laurie is, oh my goodness. Now, Laurie is bidding in pounds. Okay, our highest bid is 165 Great British pounds. Do we have any advance on 165? Oh my goodness, and Cal. Oh, this is getting crazy. £170. I'm going to have to keep drinking for this. Jeez, oh. Oh. Yes, Thea, Cal is bidding in pounds. She's been bidding in pounds throughout. Sweating a little bit here. Okay, £170. Do I have any advance on £170 for this little peach here from 2018? Barbara says she's out, but she'll send me a bottle of Jack. You don't need to do that. Good grief. Oh, wow. Okay, right, going once, going twice. Last chance. Do we have any advance on £170 from Magical82? I'm aware that that's absolutely useless because we a lot of people. This is crazy. You guys are absolutely nuts. Do you know that? £175 from Laurie Ann. I think I'm going to have a heart attack. Okay, £175 from Laurie, who's from Canada, because I know this. Like, I should got the popcorn out here. Okay, please tell me that you're... Oh, my Lord. You're kidding. You're actually kidding. £200. Are you £200? Right, this is just getting crazy. Come on now, guys. We're talking about an artwork. Like, it's tiny. It's not even... Right, okay. £200. Please tell me we're done at £200. No dying on the live stream. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Let's not do that. Okay, I think we might be done at £200. I'm actually slightly terrified now. I'm choking at my crisps as well. Okay, right, let's just confirm this off. Laurie Ann, are you done? Tell me you're spent. I tell you something else as well. See, for people that are watching this after the fact as a video, they're going to be on the edge of their seats. This is great entertainment, guys. Oh, thanks, Thea. That's really nice of you. That's super nice of you to say. Thank you. Mrs. CB says she thinks it's out of her price range. It would be out of my price range. Barbara's a paramedic. Are you really? Utmost respect for you, and hats off to you, and thank you for your service as a paramedic. I don't like it when people call me adorable. Creative Phenomenon Arts has called me adorable. I've never been called adorable in my life. Someone a bit earlier on in my YouTube career said that I was too cute, and I didn't really understand what that meant because I've never been called cute. Okay, the chat's kind of gone quiet now. I think we might be done at £200 from Magical82. Laurie, if you're still around, can you just let us know if you're done and that's you're out, please, so that we can wrap this up. This is absolutely nuts. This is crazy. This is well worth getting a cold sore and getting drunk for. Thank you, Venetia. I know that you appreciate me, and I appreciate you just as well. Just as much as well, sorry. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. It's not good with this many Jack Daniels in me. Oh, dear. I really just want to hear from Laurie to make sure that she's definitely out. I think that Magical might have this in the bag, though. Marigold, thank you very much. Yes, Sue Ellen, and adorable and sweet are not words that are regularly used to describe me. Okay, we're congratulating Magical here. I think that Laurie might be out. I haven't seen, unless I've missed it, but I think that Laurie might be done. Okay, deep breath. I'm going to turn slow mode off now that we're done. Oh my God, that was stressful. That was so stressful. Oh, Lordy. Okay, yep. So, congratulations, Magical. That's amazing. I cannot thank you enough. Could you please contact me directly to organise which way you want to pay for it and how you would like it shipped to you? You've got my email address anyway, I know that. So just drop me an email and we'll get that sorted out for you. I don't think you're going to get it in time for Christmas now, right enough, but we can try. And yeah, I would just like to say to everyone who's bid and, you know, thrown their hat in the ring, that takes incredible bravery and generosity to do that. So a huge thank you to those of you who have participated in bidding, because this has been very, very exciting. I don't think I can take much more excitement on a Tuesday night. Yes, so congratulations again to Magical, who is now the proud owner of my first ever scroller challenge that was never documented in the cave. I'm going to be really, really sad to see this little piece of art go, but it has absolutely 100% been worth it for this. Just absolutely crazy. No. 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 No, you guys, no, absolutely not. Like that, no, just no. I'm not doing that. Cal, you will be getting the painting. Yeah, that's not happening. I can make myself a print to keep for myself. Oh, good grief. Oh, oh, so you guys, like you're like all conniving little buggers all in together. You're all like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that too. No, I would really, really like you to have it. I'd like, please don't. And in fact, I give up. I give up. You're all just ganging up on me now. That right. Oh my goodness. Thank you so, so, so much. Cal, I will speak to you separately because you and I need to have words. I want to thank you all very much for participating this evening. This has been absolutely amazing. So far we have £443.24 in chat revenue. There is still the YouTube percentage to come off of that because they do take a fee. In addition to that, we have the ridiculous sum of £200 for this artwork. Plus, we have the £150 plus from the previous amounts that we have saved up from the stash shop and also the sale of the artworks that have been up in the shop recently. So, yeah, that's absolutely crazy beans, guys. I can't thank you enough. And this is like one of the best Christmas presents I could ever have because this has gone way, way, way beyond what I thought we were capable of as the cave. I was really hoping tonight that we would collectively get to like £300 or £400, including the money that was already there. And you guys have just blown it out of the water, and I haven't fallen off my chair either. That's amazing. Yeah. So it's a little bit overwhelming. Sweating a little bit. Thank you very much, everyone. It's exactly 8:30, so I think this is a perfect place to end this stream. I want you to all have a really great festive period, and what an explosive way to start off Cavemas. And this is just the beginning. We have giveaways from now until the new year, and you have some videos from now until Christmas Eve. And then the day after Boxing Day, that's going to start up again. So I hope that you will keep your head in and poke your head round the door at the cave and come and join me because there's a really good variety of videos over the next couple of weeks. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. You're absolutely amazing. A huge thank you and virtual hugs to Mama and Papa Jem for being amazing, and also to our moderators, Green Hat and Thea, for doing an outstanding job this evening. I will catch you all up and see you back in the cave tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever time of day it is. And thanks for coming to hang out with me, guys, because I really, really appreciate it. I genuinely, genuinely do. And you're the best bunch of folk I could have wished for. So I'm going to sign off now. Hugs to you all too. And we'll see you back in the cave tomorrow. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Cal, you better hide with a crash helmet on because I am coming for you. Bye, everyone.